here. Hope you girls are having fun. So I gotta answer these 10 questions and see who answered the most right. Or I don't really understand the whole game, but I'll provide you guys with some answers and yeah, cheers, cheers. Whoever's drinking, whoever's having fun, cheers. So question number one: when did you know she was the one? And so just know that all of these are pre-planned answers. Okay, so if she corrects me on a couple, go with hers. I would do that. So when did you know she was the one? Honestly, I know our story's kind of crazy, just like how the rest of my life has been crazy. The rest of your life has been crazy. And mostly everybody does know it, but to actually say like the one, to have an idea in my head or a thought in my head of when I figured, I can see myself with this girl, right? Not this woman. At that time, it was more this girl. But somebody who I could spend the rest of my life with and enjoy the time that I have for, the rest of this time with, to definitely make a family with. I've definitely matured a lot over the years, and a lot of which is thanks to you. But one specific moment, if I had to tie it to it, I really wasn't worried about anything else that was surrounding me, and trust me, it was a struggle for a lot of the things that I was going through. But the only thing that came into my mind was you, just thinking about you. Was one of the nights at volleyball when we were there, and all of your friends were there, some of my friends were there, and just one of these volleyball games, one of these nights that we went out, had some fun, and I looked at you kind of a certain way, and it was just a flirty look, but you noticed it. Of course you'd be calling me at this moment. Stop interrupting. Hopefully that doesn't mess with the audio, but I'll give it a second so that way the call goes by. But nice. She just texted me too about it, but it was a flirty look that I gave her, and I knew that it was only a matter of time of when I actually wanted to ask her out. But I could see myself holding her hand and sharing a hug with her and seeing her the next morning, and looked forward to being with her, right? Spending more of my time with her. So I don't remember exactly the date, but it was one of the countless volleyball nights that we've had, where my focus was on you, and it was always intended to be on you. Question number 2: who said I love you first? But I promise it gets quicker after this. Who said I love you first? You did. I'd be surprised if anybody said I did. But definitely from what I can remember, you did. You've been kind of glued to me since then, and have definitely showed it, and I love it, every single moment of it. Even though sometimes I get a little hot and sweaty, but yeah, you definitely said I love you first. Question number 3: what is your favorite memory together? That's kind of a hard question now that we have kids and family moments. And so what I'll do is I'll kind of make it to where it was, all of us, but one specific memory I have was in Puerto Peñasco. And you're gonna laugh. Everybody does not gonna know what we're talking about, but you're gonna laugh. And as a memory between me and you, just me and you, yeah, it was one of those nights out there. What do you love most about her personality? Most is I see her and her, I think like a guy, right? And I'm competitive, and I'm I try to be very caring and try to be very outgoing, very spokeable person, but also a people's person, not somebody that's annoying. And it fit kind of like some of the things that I kind of applied to myself whenever I felt like maybe not necessarily out of place, but just my personality in general, whether it's been a weird moment, funny moment, crazy moment. I feel like you really don't change in the way that you kind of display how you are. Um, Fun, outgoing, loving, competitive. If I loved any word and I can put it in any word for all the time that I've been with you, it's lovingly competitive. That'll be my answer for that one. Number 5, if she could eat one thing forever, what would it be? I feel like everybody will get it right. I filled out a card too. It had a couple of answers on it, but honestly, if I said gun to your head, what do you pick as your last meal or what you can eat forever? It would be In-N-Out. Question number 6, what is something she is really bad at? Something she's bad at. It's kind of tough. Usually girls are clumsy and I could say, oh, you know what, she can't bowl, she can't do this, but everybody knows Raven, and especially me, and it just all drives me kind of back to that competitive spirit and that good-headed spirit that you have, and to intentionally make a moment, make a memory, make a definitely a time to snapshot that. If we could put it into words, sometimes we can't. It's just all actions, and a lot of that reflects back to that other question about your personality. But actually bad at, probably probably speaking Spanish. Bad at, can't even say video games. That's crazy. Bad at driving. Definitely bad at driving. Can't stand it. But it's okay. I still love you. Maybe if I think of another one answering these questions, I'll reiterate or change my answer, but we'll say driving. Number 7, what tradition are you excited about starting together or have already created together? Individual tradition. I know we've started traditions from like Christmas and Elf on the Shelf, and a lot of it are, very, very good memories with the kids, and would love to be a part of it every year for the rest of our lives, till we obviously break the news to them. Tradition are starting together. Something that we haven't started, maybe. I don't want to spend too much time thinking, but tradition. I don't know. I guess we didn't start the tradition, but I think it's pretty cool of how we're gonna be getting married and all the people that have been involved, both families, and how we've always kind of been around those same people, especially with your family, how we can marry in and everybody's involved and wants to be share those moments and those times with you. There's a lot of TikTok traditions too that you try to start, and I might be missing something for a tradition. Maybe it would have been with the kids. The only thing that comes to mind though is the Elf on the Shelf stuff, so I'll just keep that as my answer. Just me and her though. I don't know. All right. Question number 8. What is something she's taught you? I like this question a lot. She's taught me a lot, and whether it's to put that love and affection and just my time and energy that I have into something that I like. A lot of people know that I'll put effort into the things that I love, into the things that I want to love, into the things that I'll give my time for, my blood for, my sweat for, my tears for, and you're definitely one of them, and have started, at least me and you have started this foundation of a family to make sure that we raise our kids with that same mentality, regardless of what the situation is. So you've taught me patience. You've taught me a change of character. You've taught me a different way of love. You've taught me and helped me with, um, managing just this time management. And I know sometimes I still slack, and I know you're right on top of me, and it's a feeling to at least be able to know that somebody is at least there trying to, maybe better or wrong or something I forget. But you've taught me many lessons, not in a bad way, um, but many good lessons, especially putting our relationship first, needing to, work, as well as us having the family that we have, the kids that we have. Obviously, it's got to be um, more focused on our relationship and how we want to better that, and it's only gonna, expand that for the rest of our lives. I know this whole statistic about, I don't know how many percentage, it's like 65 or 55% of marriages are failing, or ending in a divorce. And I don't feel like I need to be a part of any of those numbers. But you've taught me different ways of gratitude. Any life lesson that I've ever been taught through my parents, through occurrences, or any just different life lessons that I've been taught as well. I've even had repeated and had to be taught a second time, or told a second time, to really realize that, hey, this needs to be a change. Definitely something that we both want to work towards, and it's supposed to be intended to put us in a position to succeed and be happy, and always love our family, ourselves, and our kids. And so you have taught me a lot. I can go kind of on and on and on, just about personable things that me and you, in our private life, that not too many people know about, behind closed doors. You are teaching me a lot of lessons. You're teaching me, a lot of ways to react, a lot of things that we need to be aware of. And my health being one of them, as cool and as fun as I may be, whether I'm drinking or just having a good time playing a game and doing whatever with anybody. I do need to focus on my health. So my mom kind of reiterates it, so I know I'm getting double taught lessons. But you've taught me a lot, and I love you for that. Number 9, who's more stubborn? Definitely you. I should have played some background music or something. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but I think you're more stubborn. I think, and maybe you've kind of helped me, teach me to be more patient and not necessarily get everything that I want, even though I know that I do. But I think you're a little, especially with food. You ever want to go somewhere for food, it doesn't matter what the hell's happening. Nothing's going to stop you. And it's okay, because I love food too. So, yeah, I'm going to go with you. Everybody shows a little stubbornness, but I'll be stubborn to drive too. But, yeah, we'll go back to that. We're not letting you drive. And finally, question number 10, what would you say to her if she were standing in front of you right now? A lot of what I do want to say is going to be, written in my vows. And every typical answer is going to say, I love you. But it's a lot more than just love. A book that we kind of shared does kind of show us, from at least the spiritual realm as well, how much we're supposed to adore each other, care for each other, obviously love each other, but show each other how, one another, we need to connect, how we need to grow, how we need to feel that emotional connection, and make sure that we're always, as one. That's what marriage is. It's a structure that you're reinforcing, and obviously you expand with your family. But I won't always be with my kids for the rest of my life, and I understand that. And from a parental aspect, for everybody that's in that room, I know you guys understand that too. But I haven't gotten that feeling yet to be able to experience it, not having my kids being grown yet. But for those that know exactly what that feeling is like, it's definitely got to be a moment to say, I'm going to spend the rest of my life with you. That's my plan. That's my goal. That should be our goal. And let's just figure out how to elevate and have more fun. And, a lot of struggles that we've came over. Look where we're at right now. I have the luxury of saying I have both of my kids not occupied. Occupied's a bad word, but I have both of my kids taken care of, with dad being home and mom doing her nails and getting all prettied up for this wedding and this little elopement where it's going to be just another moment we want to share. And if you were standing in front of me right now, I'd probably tell you I'm hungry as hell. But I love you. I adore you. Te amo. I know we sometimes talk like that, and I do love you a lot. Te amo mucho, mi amor. And I love all of you guys too that are supporting her in that room. Plenty of times that we've all shared together, both from my experiences with you guys, with Raven, or Raven's experience singularly with you guys. And I love every single one of you. It's just a moment to try to embrace, hopefully tying this knot and making sure that we always got each other. I always got you, mama. Bye. I love you. I love everybody.